Alright, Sarah, this is one of your discus throws from the Army trials. Okay, so let's start again with the winds. I say max 2 and go. Practice with it, see how you feel. So when you're winding with the discus, the upper body, we really want it to be long, and especially the right side, nice and relaxed until the final part of the throw. Here it looks like when we're winding with the discus, we're concerned with it kind of falling out of our hands. Naturally, if our arm's a little relaxed, we're going to have good rotation around our body, and the discus will remain in our hands with the force of it going out. So really work on, it's okay to wind with the discus facing up like you have it here, but when you're coming forward, I really want you to turn it down and get used to that position of the discus being flat with our palm down, using the angle of your thumb to control the angle of release. So let's get to your last wind here. Okay, this is your last wind. Okay, it looks like on your third wind your arm's a little bit more relaxed. One thing I would rather see is your arm higher up here. When you hold the discus low, what happens is it gets close to our body, and the closer the discus is to our body, the less force it's going to have. So we want a really high radius, almost a 90-degree from our torso, coming here. And we want to keep that radius as the discus goes through the path. So the farther away it is from our body, the more force it's going to have upon release, and the farther it's going to go. So we want a high right arm. Okay, good wind, not too bad. This left arm, see how it's already kind of pointing towards the throw? We wanted to do that, but it's just too early. So we want to bring that left arm and also that shoulder a little bit more back so that we can use the force of it going into the throw to catapult our right side around. So we force the left side around, and then we stop it with the block, and then it transfers the force of the throw into the right side as the discus comes around. Here, with the arm extended out into the throwing area already, we lose that. So we want to bring it back a little bit so we can sweep it into the throw. Yeah, see how it's not even really being used. So we want it to sweep just like we talked about in the shot put at this angle. So we want a slightly straight left arm coming in and then bending it in nice and tight on our left side, stopping that force. Right side following through. Okay, and here's a good picture of the angle that we're at. If our arm was up here, we'd have more distance away from our body than we would have up here, or where it's at right now. So a high right arm as you're coming around. And because the discus is flat like that, we're not going to get a good cut through the air as it goes. It's just going to fly through the air like a wind sail. So to prevent that, what we have to do in our winds is we have to get our palm down, use that thumb, put force on the discus so that it comes out just like an airfoil and cuts through the air. So use that thumb, put pressure on the discus, and the last finger to touch the discus is the index finger. Coming off nice and flat. And this left arm here, it needs to be coming in nice and tight, slamming in against our left side. So the block happens, then the right side comes around. And just like in the shot put, this right side should have a follow through around the path of the throw. So it's almost like you'll be smacking yourself in the face with your bicep as your arm comes around. So we want a natural follow through. Because there is no natural follow through, that means that we didn't have a block, and we didn't have enough force with our right side going through with the discus. So the main thing to work on, I would say, is that left side, carving the path of the throw and then blocking with a higher right arm following through with the discus. Alright, so those are some areas to work on. If you have any questions, just let me know.